Hello, everybody. Welcome along to Wednesday's House of Games. Forgive us, we were just gossiping about Celebrity Hunted with Danielle. But this is Richard Osman's House of Games. 4 famous faces all battling it out for this trophy. Our players this week are Katharine Merry, Danielle Harold, Robert Webb, and Chris Bisson. Welcome one, welcome all. Chris, our champion on Monday. Rob, our champion yesterday. Does that take some pressure off or add extra pressure?
It takes a little bit of pressure off, yes. I did make something of a spectacle of myself, confusing Mauritius and Madeira.
And also, by the way, at the same time, confusing Lionel Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo.
Football and geography, not 2 of my best subjects. In fact, my teacher at school taught both PE and geography, and he's no longer with us, and that's probably just as well.
Yeah, yeah. Do you know what? He did not cover himself in glory yesterday. That is for sure. Katharine, yet to have a win this week. Listen, but we know, in your sprinting career, remind me, are you a fast starter? Were you able... What was the best part of your race?
The back end.
The back of... There we go.
As we say in track and field, the back end, yeah. 400 metres, you start steady.
Yeah.
You run the top bend, and then you finish strong. And I think it's going to plan so far. I think, yeah, hopefully it's going to go down the line this week.
Got to watch out for Katharine's back end.
Exactly. But that stat that you were the fastest woman in the world, did it at any point occur to you that at that point at your athletic peak, you could have got every single woman in the world, 3.5 billion of them, all had a race, and you would have still won?
God, I never thought of it like that.
How mad is that?
Yeah. Thank you.
I mean, listen, it'd be hard to organise, but I'd like to see it.
You need a big venue, lots of bricks.
Yes, wouldn't you? Yeah, lots of bricks. Danielle, enough about Celebrity Hunted. Shall we look at today's prizes?
Yeah, I love a prize.
If you win today,
love the prizes.
you could take home one of these. We have got the electronic salt and pepper shakers, the dartboard, the scented candle, the glasses case, and the bee hotel. Danielle, what would you go for?
I've just bought a dartboard at home.
No way.
That's gone, and I've got to have your face up there, Richard.
That's much easier thing to throw a dart.
Not that I want to chuck darts at your face.
You can, listen, you can do what you want. Katharine?
Showing my age, but I would like the glasses case, actually.
Okay.
I think I'm very practical. I'm a Virgo.
Yeah. Oh, I see. Robert?
I'd like the salt and pepper shakers, because ours are broken, and those look very, very high quality.
They've even got a light that comes out the end of them to show where the salt and pepper is going.
Right, well, I need that in my life.
Yeah. Chris, you've already won a prize this week. If you were to win another one?
Well, the light that comes out the bottom of the salt and pepper might be a game changer.
Yeah.
It nearly swayed me away from the dartboard, which is my preference.
But you're going to go dartboards. Our weekly leaderboards, it's been a very close week, very competitive week, a very fun week, but 6-6-4-4. Nothing in it, really, with 3 days to go. Shall we get on and play our first game? It is... Sounds like. Fingers on buzzers, everybody. Your first category in this round is EU languages. I'm going to show you some pictures, and you just have to tell me what those pictures sound like, and it will give you the name of an EU language. Oh. Here's your first one. Katharine.
Swedish.
Swedish. A Swede and a dish gives us Swedish. Next one. Katharine.
Czech.
Czech is right, well done. Next one.
Is he a particular man?
Yes, I'll tell you his name's Ian.
Ian, OK.
Ian Duncan Smith. Yes, Chris.
Latvian.
Latvian is incorrect. Rob.
Romanian.
Romanian.
Oh, that's so good.
That's really good.
That's so good. Well
On the
done.
wrong lettuce type.
Romaine lettuce.
I was like, I'm just going to have a guess.
She was on bird.
Yeah.
Romanian.
I was on some different lettuce.
Next category. Electrical appliances. These pictures will sound like an electrical appliance. Yes, Kath.
Microwave.
Microwave. It is Mike Tyndall. Rowing and a wave. Microwave.
A royalty, isn't it? Yeah.
Next one. Huh. What is that? Have you got this at home? We know who the first guy is, right? That's Hugh Jackman, I think.
Hugh. Skirt flame.
That's what I've been saying to myself over and over again.
Hue skirt flame?
Hue skirt flame?
Yeah. Do you know what? I need to buy a new
You
Hue
need
skirt
one,
flame.
they're
Ours
very
is, yeah. Shall we have a look? It stumped us in the studio. Well done if you got it at home. The answer is...
Humidifier.
Midi skirt. That's good. That's good. Well done, question setters.
That was very good.
Humidifier. Well done if you got that at home. Next one.
Very good.
Yes, Chris.
Dehumidifier.
Dehumidifier. Well done. Very nice. Dehumidifier.
Jack D.
Next category.
That was good.
Singers.
Oh.
Which singers are these? Yes, Kath.
Cardi B.
It is not Cardi B, I'm afraid. No one. Carly Simon. We were looking for
Simon.
Lee Mack, Simon
was too
Ansel there.
modern.
Carly Simon. Next one. Yes, Danielle.
Sade?
Sade. Beautifully done. It is. The Shard and Doris Day. Sade. Final question in this round.
Good one.
Yes, that's Danielle.
Tracy Chapman.
Oh, that's amazing.
Tracy
That's
Chapman.
amazing. A tray, some C, and then at the end there, we've got
Just
a chap and a man.
He's
chap
just
and
a man.
Yeah, he's just a man.
He's just a man.
Just a man.
Careful.
Is he a specific man? No, he's just a man. Trey C. Chapman. Very well done. If you got that home, well played, Danielle. Great end to the round for you. Our first leaderboard of the day sees Chris and Robert with 1 point each, Danielle with 2, Kath Mary with 3. Early leader.
It's that familiar start every day, isn't it? Start well and it goes downhill.
Round 2 today is going to be Richard Osman's Blank of Blanks. Robert, why don't you choose a partner for today?
I'll choose Danielle.
You're going to play with Danielle. So, Robert and Kath, if you'll swap places, please. Kath and Chris are a team. Robert and Danielle are a team. Robert and Danielle, I'm going to ask you a question, OK? But that question is going to appear on Kath and Chris's tablets. If you take your tablets out, please. Ooh. Kath and Chris, you can confer, and you can blank out 2 of the words in the question to make it hard for Robert and Danielle to answer.
Oh, here we go.
The 2 of you can discuss which 2 words to get rid of. And you'll get the chance to do the same to them.
OK.
Exactly.
You know, imagine if we didn't. Imagine if we go, no, this is the round.
That's it.
It's just these 2 blanking out more and more words.
OK.
OK, Rob and Danielle, your question is this. Which musical, first staged in 1975, features the songs All Blank, Blank and Class?
OK.
So they're not nice. They're the 2 worst songs.
Can't think of a musical that's got the song Class in
Neither
it.
can I.
So...
When was Sound of Music?
Did Cats start in... Was that late 70s? Any other mid-70s musicals can you think of?
I can't even think, no.
Should we say Cats out of sheer pig-headed ignorance? So I know that I'm not going to be able to get it through the songs because I don't know what those songs are.
No.
So should we go with Cats?
Yeah, go with Cats.
We'll go with
Find
Cats.
out, is the answer Cats? It is not. So, Chris and Katharine, I know you didn't have the answer on your tablet, so you get a chance to answer this as well. Can I guess what's behind the 2 things?
Go on, then.
Yeah.
Is it All That Jazz?
Yes.
I still don't know the answer, though.
Yeah.
I do.
So, if it's All That Jazz, so Chris and Katharine for a point, what's the answer to that question?
Bugsy Malone.
Is it Bugsy Malone? It is not.
Shout, though.
Danielle, what would you go for?
Is it Chicago?
Is it Chicago?
Oh, Chicago!
It was Chicago. Katharine, Chris, you have a question to answer now.
OK. Oh, OK.
Danielle and Rob, if you take your tablets out, please. And you can blank out 2 words. Well done if you worked that one out at home.
Oh,
How do we do this?
hang on.
You do a word each, don't you, I think?
Yeah.
I think that one really says...
That one definitely is
Yeah.
with that. Yeah, get rid of that.
So if
Okay,
you tap on
which
that one. And then we'll lock in.
Lock in. We are locked in.
All right, here we go.
Kath and Chris, I have a question for you. And the question is this. Tiger, leopard and blank are all species of which large blank?
It's got to be cats.
Well,
It's got to be. The tiger, leopard and
It has to-
lions are all
Yeah.
species of large cats.
Yeah, so yeah, it has to be cats.
Has to be. What else could there be? Species of large. It's not going to be as generic or as wide as four-legged animals or animals, is it? It's got to be specific to that
Species.
genre.
Yeah, I think we go with cats.
You say cats as your answer?
Wow.
Is that right? It is not. Yeah, I wonder if you've blanked out something very clever there. Let's take a look
Clearly
at what the
they have.
blanks are.
Yeah, yes.
Yeah.
Very clever, Danielle, very clever.
Tiger, leopard and hammerhead are all species of which large...
Oh, you clever
So
people.
clever.
Sharks
Lured
fish.
them in. So, Rob and Danielle, for a point, what's the answer to that question?
Shark.
Shark is correct. It is shark. You get yourself a point. You now have another question to answer. You will have 2 words blanked out by Kath and Chris. That was so beautifully played.
It was,
That was well played.
I thought, oh, I wonder if it's moths.
Moths.
You know, like tiger moths and stuff like that. But
True.
well done if you cracked that code at home and got that one.
Oh.
Oh,
No, I know.
this one. Go on, then.
OK.
Danielle and Robert, I have a question for you. It is this. Which Agatha Christie detective who has the first name blank was inspired by the author's blank?
Done well there.
Whoa.
So the first name, it looks very short.
Small.
It looks
Yeah.
too short for Hercule. But if it's Miss Marple, her first name was Jane. It does look the right size
I feel like
for
I thought Jane, that's what I thought.
Was inspired by the author's
Mother?
grandmother.
Grandmother?
Could you fit great aunt in that blank?
Probably not with space.
I might go for grandmother.
I think grandmother.
Don't need the blanks, we just need the answer to the question.
Oh, yeah,
Should we say
did
Miss
it,
Marple
did it.
then?
Miss Marple, yeah.
We think, sir.
You think Miss Marple?
We think it's Miss Marple.
You think it's Miss Marple at home as well? Let's find out. Is the answer Miss Marple? Well played. It is Miss Marple.
Yeah.
Which
We
Agatha
were chuffed we had
Christie...
it as well.
Which Agatha Christie detective who has the first name Jane was inspired by the author's grandmother, Miss Marple. Final question in the round. Kath and Chris, one for you. Danielle and Robert, you will have the chance to blank out 2 words.
Good, but not good enough there, were we, Chris?
Distinctly average.
Yeah, at a push.
Do we have to get rid of these 2?
Deep.
Because if you leave either,
Yeah,
if you
yeah,
leave
yeah,
either of
it
them,
would.
it's game over. If you get rid of that, then it could be the other one.
It
do
could
you know
be,
what I
yeah,
mean?
you've only got one
so
shot
that
then.
and that.
Yeah.
Fabulous.
Kath and Chris, here is your question with 2 words blanked out. Who won blank in 2000 and 2001 before losing to her sister blank in the final in 2002-2003?
Got to be the tennis, hasn't it? But which one is it?
That's what they've done to you, isn't it?
Serena's the more successful than Venus, overall in career terms.
Yeah.
Serena.
We think Serena Williams won Wimbledon in 2000, 2001 before losing to her sister Venus.
OK, and they've cleverly given you a 50-50 here. And
Yeah.
you've gone Serena Williams, is that correct? Oh, it is not correct. Rob and Danielle, you have this question to answer. You know exactly what the question is. Who won Wimbledon before losing to her sister Serena in the final?
We think it might be Venus.
You're going to go Venus Williams?
Oh, we went the wrong way.
It is. Very nicely done. The end of that round, Katharine and Rob, if you will swap back, please.
I'm not picking you again.
Don't pick me again. I much prefer this seat over here.
Our leaderboard looks like this. Chris with 1, Katharine with 3, Robert with 4. Danielle is our leader, 5 points. Nicely done. Our next round on today's House of Games is... Well done if you said that at home. This is the round that our viewers at home help us out with. Thank you very much for doing that. We asked our viewers to give us some words they would associate with certain films. OK, so we sent them the names of the films. They sent back 3 words each that they would most associate with that film. You're now going to see a word cloud of all the words that they mentioned. Buzz in when you know what the film is. So we'll start off with the words that were mentioned least, and we'll end with the big hitters.
Oh.
So what film are our viewers describing here? Car, American female imagination. Casa. Yes, Robert.
Barbie.
Is it Barbie? Well played. Came in very early. Look at that.
Well done.
Feminism doll, pink and plastic.
Clearly a fan.
Okay.
Next film. What film is this, please? Blonde Boat. Nature, Subway, Antipodean, 80s, B-Day, Bushman. Yes, Robert.
Crocodile Dundee.
Crocodile Dundee must be. It is.
80s.
Yeah.
Well done.
Crocodile Dundee, well played, Rob. Next one. 90s Chagall, famous. American Goggles, Reporters. Hollywood. Carnival, yes, Robert.
Is it Notting Hill?
Is it Notting Hill? Oh, he's good.
Yeah,
He's
good on his film.
Look
Good
at
on his
that.
film.
That's very impressive. Next, we asked our viewers to describe some TV programmes. Which TV programme is this, please? Classic. Bonus. Gong. Monday's Buzzer nominate. Hard. Brainy. Yes, Robert.
University Challenge.
University Challenge. It is University
excellent.
Challenge.
I was going to say
Well
House of
done.
Games, and then I saw Intellectual.
Yes, you saw Brainy, and then you saw the name, the word Mauritius. You think, what is this?
Yeah, you just keep bringing back Mauritius.
Yeah.
Just to keep...
Yeah. Why is it saying Robert Webb, Ronaldo, Mauritius? Next TV show. Romance, 30s, Socks. Is this show again? Life, Sad, 90s. Chili, Bottom. Yes, Chris.
Cold Feet.
Cold Feet.
Pizza socks.
Oh, well played,
done.
Chris. Nicely done. Friends, mentors,
Good link.
like socks, legs,
Yeah.
chili. You think, that's very on the nose or on the feet. Cold feet. Might have worked out which TV show is this. Lemonade Friendship. Greed. Club Duo. Bucolic. Magpie's Headphones. Buried. Archaeology. Yes, Robert.
The Detectorist?
The Detectorist must be, mustn't it? It is The Detectorist. Very well played, Robert. Great round. That round is done. Robert, I think, is going to have a little lead after that one.
A little, yeah, I think
huge.
quite big, yeah.
Let's take a look. I've seen bigger leads, I have to say. Chris has got 2, Katharine 3, Danielle 5, Robert Webb has got 9 points.
Found my round.
4-point lead with 2 rounds to go. Our 4th round today is... Put your finger on it. Tap this out, please, everyone. I'm going to show you a series of pictures. I'm going to ask you to put your finger on something. This is your first one. I wonder if you could put your finger on, please, the skeg. What on that picture is the skeg, I wonder? And at home, put your finger on the screen if you know what a skeg is. And if you don't, then have yourself a guess. Everyone's in. We're looking for a skeg. Katharine, how did you go about identifying the skeg?
I thought it might be something to do with the steering, or a posh name for the steerer bit at the top left.
So, yeah, the steery bit
Steery
at the
thing.
top left is what you've gone for. Danielle, any skeg knowledge?
No, my granddad is like crazy boatman,
No.
so I should know, and he's going to be really angry with me that
What's
I
your
don't.
granddad's
Because
name?
I've heard of the word, but I just don't know where it is.
What's it?
Terry.
Terry, do you know what a skeg is, Terry? It's Terry pointing at the screen.
Yeah, I've heard of it as well. I just have no clue what it is, so I guess, and I think the skeg is the bit that you lift the repeller in and out of the water.
Oh, OK.
Oh, I see, yeah.
Okay.
So,
Interesting. You're on the same thing, really.
On the same,
Yeah,
we're on
we're the
the,
same.
the same
Yeah.
lifty thing.
But yours sounded more impressive.
thank you.
Are you pleased, Terry, with that? Rob, where's your skeg, my friend?
I don't know. So I also went for the steery handle bit. hoping
really?
That might be the nickname for it.
Chris, where's your skeg?
I nearly went for the handle,
Yeah.
and then I went for the pulley thing that starts the engine.
Oh, OK. Yeah, it could
That's
be
a good
skeg.
shout.
What have you gone for at home, Terry? Where have you placed your finger? Where is the skeg? Has anyone scored a point?
Oh, it's one
That's
end or
what
the
I
other.
initially went
It's the
for.
small
Flame.
fin in the water is the skeg. We were on the starter handle there, Chris, and the throttle for everybody else, which they just called a throttle. Well done, anyone at home, Terry included, if you got the skeg. No points here in the studio. Your next picture is... OK.
Oh, this is good. I know what you're going to...
Could you please put your finger on the elder of the two?
I
That's
thought you were going to say which one's which.
Yeah.
That's a national question when you
Yeah.
get wrong.
What do you think at home on this one? Who's older? I mean, it's 50-50, isn't it? Everyone's in. Danielle, what were you thinking on this one?
Worked with them.
I was going to say, you've been working with them, but were you talking about how old they were?
We wasn't, unfortunately,
No.
missed that bout, but I think it's Ant.
Yeah, you think Ant?
Yeah,
Okay.
I think so. Not, but it's by not a lot.
Yeah,
At all.
yeah, they must be fair. Yeah,
Very
it must
close,
be
I
pretty
know
close.
that, yeah.
Rob, what do you think?
I also went for Ant because in that picture, at least, he's slightly taller. So I think the one on the right is like 9, whereas the one on the left could be at least 10, maybe
Yeah,
11.
I got you. And so he's just had a little bit longer to
Yeah,
grow
he's just
taller.
had longer to grow.
Yeah, yeah,
So
exactly.
I think he must be the oldest one.
Yeah. Chris, what have you gone for?
I have gone for Ant as well.
Kath, have you also gone for Ant, therefore rendering the entire question meaningless?
Yeah.
Yes, I've gone for a full relay, a full relay team of all 4 legs for Ant. Yeah.
Well, listen, Daniela's been in the jungle with them and she thinks it's Ant.
Yeah.
We're all agreeing with her. There's 2 months between them. What have you gone for at home? Are we giving away a point each, which will not change the leaderboard at all, or are we giving away no points, which will also not change the leaderboard at all?
Stay tuned in part 5.
Heartbeat music, please. It'd be nice to be right, though.
Yeah.
Let's find out which of those is older. We're giving away no points.
We're all
It
wrong by
was
2
Deck.
months.
By 2
Deck was the older, only by 2 months. They're very similar ages, but Deck is the answer. Well done at home if you said Deck. Final question in this round, final picture. Please, could you put your finger on the older of the... No. Please, could you please put your finger on the Red Admiral butterfly?
Oh, crumbs.
Which of those is a Red Admiral, I wonder?
Ooh.
They're very beautiful, aren't they, butterflies?
I think they're
Yeah.
very beautiful.
Yeah.
To give them their credit.
You just don't see as many anymore, do you? I used to
No.
catch them in my garden with a...
Loads in mine.
Well, that's why you don't see them. You caught them
But then
all.
I let
Your
them go.
garden in a box.
Then I let them go.
That's why you must, you know, any time you can plant wildflowers,
Yeah,
or
yeah,
leave,
yeah, we
leave
do.
meadows as wild, you must do it. That's what our bee hotel's all about. OK, everyone is in. Robert, how's your butterfly knowledge?
I don't have any butterfly knowledge. I was falling back on butterfly guessing.
Bottom middle, you're saying, is a Red Admiral. Chris, what have you gone for?
I've gone bottom right.
Bottom right.
I nearly went for the top left because it kind of looks a bit more like a plane. and then I thought, I wonder if it's the one that just has the single red dot,
Yeah.
which is top centre. But then I do have the disclaimer that I'm colourblind, so I can't spot the reds on it.
Oh, interesting. OK, that is interesting. Katharine, you sounded like you had some butterfly knowledge.
Yes, I was torn between the one that Rob's gone for and the top right. I went the kind of military route for the plane and the wings with the pattern of the top right one.
An awful lot of plane... You know, butterflies look like planes because they have wings.
And do you know
Yeah,
what?
but it's a loose enough connection to make it.
They've
do you know
all...
what I mean?
They've all
I also
they all
went
have
against
them.
that because I thought, well, probably the butterfly was around before the plane.
Yeah.
So
I think it was, yeah. I think... Listen, I'd have to get someone to check, but I think butterflies have been
It's got
around
red in
longer.
it, hasn't it? We know that much.
Danielle, what have you gone for?
Well, I don't feel as stupid now because my logic was exactly the same. I went top left and I thought Admiral Plane, the markings are quite
Top left.
military, you know?
Listen, I get it. All 4 of you have gone for different answers, and I can confirm that one of you is correct as well. So we are going to give away a point. Which one of those is a Red Admiral? Danielle, you're on the Red Admiral. Very well done. Rob, you're on a small tortoise shell there. Chris is on a comma, and Katharine is on a peacock. Very well played, Danielle. Tablets away, please.
Well done.
Here's how we stand going into our final round on Wednesday's House of Games. Chris, he won on Monday, he's got 2 points today. Katharine has got 3 points. Danielle, you got 6 points. Rob Webb, 3-point lead. 9 points.
Back-to-back win, isn't he?
Yeah.
Could be.
He's going to have his whole kitchen done.
Back-to-back. Yeah, he's going to have a whole kitchen.
You're going to have to decorate your kitchen red to match your new...
Let's play our final round, which is, of course, Answer Smash. Is Rob going to keep hold of that lead? Fingers on buzzers. Point for a correct answer, point off for an incorrect answer. Your first category is African animals. Those will be the pictures. There'll be clues above. On the children's TV show, which of the Teletubbies is yellow? Yes, Robert.
La Lardvark.
La Lardvark? It is La Lardvark. Next clue, next picture. Which Swedish pop group has a virtual concert called Voyage, which opened in a purpose-built venue in London in 2022? Rob.
Ababoon.
Yeah.
Ababoon? It is Ababoon. It is Abba and Baboon, Ababoon. Next one. Which 1999 animated film about a man who was raised in the jungle is based on a book by Edgar Rice Burroughs? Nobody. I'll tell you, I'm looking for Tarzantelope. Tarzan and antelope.
Of course you are.
Tarzantelope.
Great one.
Next category. Household items. Those will be the pictures. Which British sitcom first broadcast in 1989 starred Pauline Quirk and Linda Robson as sisters Sharon and Tracy? Rob.
Birds of a feather duster.
Birds of a feather duster. Birds of a feather, feather duster. Birds of a feather duster. Next clue, next household item. Inch, foot and yard are units of length in which system of measurements? Rob.
Imperial alarm clock.
Imperial alarm clock? Well done, Imperial alarm clock, Imperial alarm clock.
Get the other
Is that the end? It is. Well, Rob had a lead going into that round. He then answered pretty much everything. Who's won on Wednesday's House of Games, I wonder? Our champion, 2 days in a row. Robert Webb. Well played, Robert. Nicely done. Big win today. A prize for you. So you got some oven gloves yesterday. What would you like today?
I'd like to change my mind.
Yes?
I'd like to go for the B hotel, please, because I think my daughters won't forgive me if I don't get something nice for the bees.
Exactly. And listen, we encourage butterflies, we encourage bees, we look after our insects, and they look after us. B Hotel goes to Robert Webb because his kids will be furious if it doesn't. What he really, really wants is some salt and pepper shakers. Our weekly leaderboard looks like this. Katharine on 6, Danielle and Chris on 7, Robert on 10. It's close. We've got 2 days to go, including double points Friday, 8 points for a win on Friday, 6 for second, and so on. Look forward to seeing you all here tomorrow. I look forward to seeing you all here as well on the House of Games.
How does it work? What do they do?
You put it up there, and the bees, they go in and sort of live in there, and
Great.
yeah, you get all sorts of insects crawling in and out.
Yeah.
It's lovely. Then they go and pollinate the flowers.
Fantastic.